Gaffer, Wigan to come on Saturday and a chance straight away to bounce back from what was a disappointing night on Tuesday.
No, we've had several days to reflect over what happened on Tuesday, and it wasn't good enough. More than anything, the work great, the intensity that we usually play at, it just wasn't there. So we've got another chance on Saturday. The opportunities, the chances are running out for us. So we need to pick up points and hope that others slip up. But I always say it gets to that stage now where teams find it difficult because everyone's fighting for something. And Burton was a tough game because they're fighting for their lives. Wigan will be the same, and our opponents in and around us will find it week in, week out from now on. The stretch is coming, that everyone's fighting for lives, and wins are difficult to come by. And I can accept losing, and I can accept not getting the playoffs if we give it absolutely everything and fail to get there. But a little bit of a bitter taste on Tuesday because we was in a good position, controlling the game, and then we just didn't react right. We didn't, our work rate and intensity, which is our go-to, our basics and our go-to whenever we're struggling. Our work rate and our press, gives us a lot of stature in games, and it just wasn't there.
How do we get back to being us and being back to a team that...
Well, freshen it up. We're going to make a few changes. There's a couple of people that are struggling with whether it be injury or just fatigue. And again, it's about experience, about players talking to the staff, talking to myself, and letting us know before the games that they're feeling fatigued, and not waiting afterwards to say, I didn't feel great, or I couldn't quite do this, or whatever. So yeah, we'll try and freshen up, and the players that can come in, I've got a massive opportunity now, because Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Friday, Monday, a lot of games coming up, and a chance to make a real impression.
It's probably fair to say we are the outsiders in the playoff race now, so does that change the way we approach these last few games?
George, we've been outsiders all year. No one expected us to be in this position. All the other clubs in and around us, all ex-Premier League clubs, all big clubs with great stadiums or huge budgets. You look at where we've come from in the last 2 years, unless you've got endless pockets like Stockport, like Wrexham, and it's no disrespect to them, they've got it and they've spent it well, and they're achieving really good things this year. But all the other teams that come up, you look at Carlisle, where they are, Northampton, fighting for their lives. Stevenage have done really well. Other clubs that have come up, they found it difficult. It's not an easy league to get promoted to and then challenge at the top end of the year. So all years we've been outsiders, and this is what I'm trying to stress to the players, that it's fine. We was relegated in November. Everybody's thinking we're later on into one of 6 teams that are going to get relegated, so let's put them in as one, and then these might go. And then we find our true potential, and we've been an unbelievable run. It's got sticky lately, and there's factors that come into that, the injuries. The injuries are not necessarily the problem, they're a problem. But then when the injured players come back, and you've got to get them up to speed. So we've got nothing to lose. Let's be all in. Let's go for it.
How's the squad looking? You said you made changes, but how are we looking fitness-wise?
Rahman is struggling. He's got a knock, so he'll be a doubt. Ollie O'Neill will be a doubt. In fact, Ollie's out. Kelman will be a doubt. Played his 51st game on Tuesday of the season. And the amount of games is shocking. I seen a stat where Arsenal, the reason Arsenal won't win the Premier League this year is because of Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus, Havertz, the centre half has got injured, Gabriel, and these are like 2-3 months injuries each. The schedule's too much, and the players are taking the brunt of it. There's some teams that I take my hat off to that keep picking the same 11 every week, and how they're not fatigued, they're not getting injured is unbelievable. So Kelman's played his 51st game of the season, so we'll make a decision on him if he's fit enough to do himself justice and the team justice. But we have flogged Kelman a lot this year. He's been absolutely outstanding. So we'll make a call on him, and he's one or two others where just got a bit of fatigue, and we'll make a call on them today.
What can we expect from Wigan? They're obviously under new management compared to when we played them back in December. Yeah,
Lowe is someone who I've known a long time. Our managerial career started more or less at the same time and went through similar situations with Bury going bust and Oldham having financial trouble, and then he went to Plymouth and won promotion in the same year. I was at Swindon, won promotion. So we've kind of been on a similar path. Similar age, although he looks a lot older than me. He's a lot greyer than me. But no, he's been in the Championship. I think he's done a good job at Preston. It's not Preston in the Championship is not an easy. You're having to always think about the opposition rather than putting, like when he was at Plymouth. he concentrated on his own players and went for teams. When I think when you're pressed in the Championship, you have to think a little bit differently. So he's experienced now. He can get the balance of being able to go for it or being able to defend. He got done last minute against Bolton the other night. So I still don't see many things that are reflective of his team yet. But he's only been in there really short space of time. He's had Saturday, Tuesday, so it's difficult. But I think in the coming weeks you'll start to see his team look more like his team. I think they're good out of possession when they bring the wing backs narrow and they're difficult to play through. So I think the shape's quite good. Bolton never really played through them that often, and Bolton can open teams up. So I think he's a good club, good manager, and obviously I think this year they just want to stay up and then build for next year.
And 3 to go at home, starting on Saturday. Just a message as always for those.
Enjoy it. I'm sick of people putting pressure on players, putting expectations, this, that, the other. You would have snapped your hand off to be where. I'm guilty of anyone. I more than anybody want to get in the playoffs this year and get promoted. But maybe it's not just our time. But if we're not going to make it, let's go down, enjoying it, giving it absolutely everything, going for people's throats, going for the throttle like we have done in our good run, and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? We could be Wigan, we could have been Burton, fighting for our lives, and every game is tentative. And at the moment, last few games has been tentative. I don't want it to be. I want the shackles off. I want expression. I want hard work. I want running, excitement. And I want the crowd to be a big part of that. I want to get behind the lads. Nice sunny day tomorrow. Get behind them and enjoy a few drinks before the game. But really get behind them, give them a load of confidence, and hopefully we'll get the 3 points and see where we are at R5 on Saturday.